All right, guys, y'all need to get a little bit closer because I got a lot of stuff to tell you, and I want everybody to be sure and hear it, and we're going to get through it. This ain't going to be a good one. I'm going to start with race procedure. The initial starts, we got a barrel and turn forward, man on the pole, which will be tonight by points. We'll start the race at the barrel. Get 2 tries at it, just like every week. Restarts. When the leader gets at the barber pole, when the flagman turns the yellow light out, he can go at any time between there and the barrel. Do not brake check nobody because you will get checked, I promise you. We do race back to the caution. The red comes out, shut her down. We need to get the safety people out there to see what's going on. You must hold your position under caution. If you pit, you go to the rear no matter red, caution, or whatever. If you pull over here asking somebody what's up, just pull on in, let them check you out. And guys, the way we got things set up, if you pit, you need to have your people ready to check you out over here. You can wheel right in here, pit, check you out, and get you right on back out there safe, you know, don't speed because it's not worth it, guys. Check, 2 people per car. Driver and crewman, driver can leave, 2 crew people, it doesn't matter. Watch your speed in the pits. When you come off that racetrack, whatever goes on out there is over. Last week we didn't have a good example of that. It was good on one hand, bad on the other. You know, it got taken care of out there and then they wanted to take and continued on out here. Somebody's not here for this race or the next race. That was too much a penalty for that. Ridiculous. I got something I want to tell y'all, and I want you to understand this. I know people are stopping down here at church, throwing people in their trailer and bringing them in. Y'all ain't figuring what's going on. That's your money you're taking. And I have dug in my pocket all half a year long. Clint dug in his pocket the first half a year. It took 2 of us to get y'all through a year. Y'all don't know how close you come to not having a racetrack. So I know he's here somewhere. You need to thank him, and you know, I don't care if you thank me or not, but it took 2 of us to get you through it, and you're lucky we're here. I'm telling you, I'm up to Hawk at the bank, I promise you. And he was smart enough to bail, I was stupid enough to come back. It's a tough situation. You stand up there at the gate and you tell us about how people are jumping the fence. Grab them up. That's your money. It's my money. Y'all work hard on your cars, we guarantee you your money. You come out here and then you want to sneak folks in. How do you think we're going to pay anybody? How do you think these lights stay on? You know, and I really hate to go over this, but I get tired of hearing it. You cut your wristbands off passing through the fence. Same difference, guys. You know, it's tough. It is really tough. I mean, I love this more than anything, and that's the only reason I keep doing it. And it's senseless. I need your help, and I'm asking you, because next week, every hauler that comes in here is going to be stopped, gone through from one end to the other. You're hiding people, you're going to pay. You're hiding your 4-wheelers, you're going to pay. Your golf carts, you're going to pay. I hate to do it, but y'all have pushed me to no choice, because next week, the money's guaranteed, it will be here. But I'm gonna do one thing. If you win, you go to that window, you're gonna get your money, but when you come in, I'm gonna get mine. And I think that's only fair. Because I work out here every day, and I ain't got paid a dime, and I'm tired of doing it for free. I can sit at home and do nothing for free. Our track champions, I want to recognize them right here with us before next week we're going to do it in front of, I hope, a packed house. Late model class, Chris Griffin, and they had a points battle. And we had a little bit of ignorance mess that up, and I'm sorry for that.
Where you at, Chris? There you go.
Chris did a hell of a job, buddy. It's his first year in the late model car, and he won the championship against some pretty tough guys.
Congratulations.
And I mean, not many people do that on their first year. Hobby class, Jeff Spann. Where you at, Jeff?
All right.
Jeff's been racing for how many years? Have you won a championship yet? You have now, sir. You are the champion.
Congratulations.
Street stock, Michael McCall. Boy, you just got a demerit. Mike is our street stock champion. I think he's only raced 2 years. He's done an excellent job. Seth Bransberry.
Congratulations.
Seth ain't raced very long either, and he's done an excellent job. He is the champion of that class. Bomber, James Bradley. Oh, James, he's been here, I think, every week. He's one of the few that I know has been here every week. Stinger, Corey Gage. What grade you in, buddy? 8th grader, put it on him. How about that? Ain't that something?
Buddy.
I want y'all to know that next week, I've got a lot of sponsorship on all these classes. Don't want nobody to get nervous. That money's it's guaranteed it'll be there. Bob told me last night from Panhandle Racing, you know, he ain't really done a whole lot for us, and I've reminded him that a time or two. But after last night's experience, I think he's jumping ship and gonna help us more than anybody. Because boy, if anybody was in Milton last night, and I hate to talk about another racetrack, because it is hard to run a racetrack. You guys just don't know. But them folks over there, John and Billy are very good friends of mine, and buddy, they are overwhelmed and they are over their head, but they're trying. And it's hard. You guys just don't understand. I felt for them in one aspect, and then I didn't in one aspect, you know. Tonight, the field is very slack, and the stands are slack. And I ain't done this, Clint didn't do it, but tonight, y'all are racing for 100% of both gates, and that's the best I can do, because I ain't got no more to give, fellas. I just don't. We're even cutting the laps from 35 to 25. Is everybody cool with that?
Yep.
I mean, who don't like it? Hey, I don't care if you run 100, but what you got to look at, you got 6, 7, 8 cars, you got nobody in the stands watching. What do you want to do? Drag it out all night. Make a good 25-lap race out of it instead of dragging it out hoping everybody breaks. Yeah. I mean, you know, guys, I'm telling you, I wanted to not even race tonight. Everybody begged me, no, we're faithful, we're going to be there. Well, y'all are faithful, and I thank you. Y'all are paying the price. The rest of them, I don't know.
Too cold.
Hell, it ain't nothing compared to last night.
Hell no, it was
Boy,
cold last night.
son, you talk about cold. It was cold over there, I'm telling you. Another thing I want to talk about, pretty embarrassing situation last week, and I was going to tie that gate up down there because the same thing happened that used to happen, and the police told me the best thing to do, close that gate where people jump out of the bleachers, want to run around here and fight. By the time they run way around, they're going to be tired. Well, last week, they just run over my gate man, no armbands, come out here, and the police watched it. They were cheering it on almost. Well, they ain't here no more. Tonight, I got 2 different deputies. If they walk up and ask you where your armband is, you better have one, because they're going to start checking. If you want to talk to somebody, I suggest you get one of them deputies, and you and the deputy and who you want to talk to, y'all 3 talk. When the deputy tells you it's over, it's over. If he tells you twice, you're probably going to be in the back seat of that car, because I told him, 0 tolerance at all from now on. This is ridiculous. That last week was embarrassing. Cost one man a championship, or maybe it didn't, we don't know. But it cost a good race to be just, but he ain't racing. And I'm not going to call no names. Y'all know who it is. So if the police come after you, no matter how mad you are, bite your tongue, stay in your pit stall. It's the best info I can give you. And we've told you all year, you're responsible for your crew. Well, that's the big thing. Well, I can't hold them back. Well, all you got to do is try and tell them, you stay away, I'll handle this. I did it, I'll handle it. He wasn't man enough to do it. He's a chicken. He let his friends do his fighting, then he run his mouth whenever everybody was around. That's a chicken, and I'll tell him he's a chicken. I'm man enough to tell you that's my problem, is that if I got something to tell you, I'll tell you, I don't care. But if y'all got something to tell me, be man enough to tell me, I can take it. I'm a big boy. But I'm trying my best to do what I can for y'all to do what you love. It's what I love more than anything, and I can't do it because I'm doing it for y'all, so y'all can do it. And I can't thank y'all enough, guys. And I'm sure if Clint was up here, he'd tell you the same thing, because he tried his heart out for you guys. He come to me and talked to me many a day about some stuff, and I told him how I handled it, and he tried, and I've tried. And it took two of us to get y'all through a year. But despite what you've heard about this racetrack and about Loxley and all that, I'm here to tell you, I'm going to be right here in 2008. The same rules we have right now, except for two changes, I think, in the hobby and the street stock and the late models. We're going back to one tire. I'm telling y'all that right now. I haven't completely got with Hoosier to figure it out. And I know everybody ain't going to like it, but I'm going to tell you right now, last year when we did it, there was a lot of grumbling, but about mid-season, I was a hero. And that's what we want to work on again, to get it back to that way. And I promise you the other track is probably going to go that way too. I don't want you to go there, don't want them to come here, but by golly, when I have a big show, I want them here, and when they have a big show, y'all need to go over there. It'd be nice for one of us to go over there and kick their butt, wouldn't it? That's what it's all about, guys.
That's it.
You know, like I said, I can't thank y'all enough. I'm really sorry tonight's working out like it is. But I'm telling you now, before we get started, how it's going to have to be tonight. And I apologize for it, but that's all we can do, fellas.
That's fair enough. Fair is fair.
You know,
fair right there.
What are we going to know about the rule changes here?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm debating on letting the street stocks have a standard. Hobbies can go to a triple disc clutch or a Brent or a Burt, whatever they want, stay at the weight they are. I've talked to just about every one of you, and every one of you was cool with it, because it's what them cars need with what they're running, guys, and y'all know that.
Yep. Is that novice class going to stay the same next year?
Novice class will no longer exist. It's going to be street stocks, and the simple reason is because 6, 7 street stocks, 6, 7 novice classes, and they're taking out a lot of money, guys, and I can't keep doing it.
What kind of tire width you want to run on? What kind of tire width you want to run in the street stock?
Same tire they're on. That will not change.
What are they on now? 9?
They're 10s.
What?
10s.
RC4s.
RC.
4s, 6s, and 46s, but I think most everybody's running 4s, aren't they? Any more questions?
9-inch wheel or what?
10-inch wheel.
10-inch wheel?
Cutting out the novice. Street stock money going up next year. Cutting out the novice.
If I get enough, look, hey,
10.5 on it then.
you guys that have been here, you know this is my 8.5 year. It would have been my 9th year. And you guys know that if it works, I'll give you the money.
You gonna have a
If the
track
money's
tire?
here to give it,
You gonna have a track tire for next year
well, what class?
for street stock?
The 4s, 6s, and 46s. That will not change.
You gonna? Okay.
It's the same tires that we've been using for a couple years.
I got a car. I'll be new next year if I come here, and I need to know this before I come here.
Very good.
Because if I come here,
You wanna be right.
Run.
Jimmy,
Very good.
You know what I mean?
nothing but RC4s
Come on
now.
up.
RC4s with the 46s.
Where you better get
Okay.
a car is that?
Mr. Brady's telling me most everybody's running
Yeah.
running the 4s.
Yeah.
That's the better tire of the 3 tires.
46s.
Oh, I know, Freddie. I know, Mr. Freddie.
Okay? You know, and I tell you, we all try to be men of our word. We try to do what we say. And I think we've done a pretty good job of it. And I know we've had some bumps in the road, things I didn't like, and I know you guys didn't like. And you know, I'm sorry for it, but sometimes that's just the way it works out. But I'm gonna tell you, I appreciate every one of you. I like every one of you. And I wish every one of you could win. But to me, all of you are winners. And I thank you very much. And I'd do anything for any of you.
I know you've been 100% at the gate. Are you still playing seven spots, or are you doing 5 short?
Every class, there ain't a class. We paid 12 spots, but tonight everybody, I'm sure, will get paid because, yeah, everybody will get paid.
100%.
It's just, we're going to do what we can with what money we got, fellas. We got any questions? I mean, anything about rule changes or anything anybody want to know?
I got one thing I want to ask you. On them street stocks, most time these guys, we build these cars so we can make as little changes as possible to move to the next class when we're ready for that. In the street stock, can we do away with the floor pan and box driver's compartment? Because that would be the only thing different from a hobby other than the
Well, that would make them basically a hobby without weight changes. I think that's too close, to be
okay,
honest with you.
that's fine. I just want that. That's fair.
Okay.
It just makes for a neater car.
Same question.
Firewall.
Yeah, firewall and floor pan needs to be there. The motor can't be moved back. See,
It can't be moved to the #1 ball joint or block rope. Okay,
you notch your frame at all, that's the easiest way because it won't go.
that's fine.
Yeah, we ain't got enough weight to switch.
4-quarter weight Jackson talking about.
Sheet metal body's on 3 stars next year. Metal body, like Harley.
You can build your body if that's what you're asking. Yeah, no rules are going to change. In fact, won't you guys come to me and talk to me about the change to a standard? Because it's not going to be this stuff the hobby guys been going through. We take a flywheel, cut it down, get a disc off this, and pressure plate off that, and end up spending $1,200. It's going to be a stock clutch like you go to Advance or you go to Steve or somebody and you buy. You know?
Made in Mexico. That's what I run now. Made in Mexico.
Yeah, something made in Mexico. I mean, but y'all get with me and let me know what you think about that.
Jimmy, say the hog gonna be the same next year.
No changes at all. Except I want to call them bomber and everybody keeps calling them hog. I mean, bomber to me sounds better.
Sounds better to me too, because you can't tell the difference in hog.
Well,
Whatever your car come with, right?
You should make that class nothing over 350.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I've been thinking about. Giving you a camshaft deal and P&G it. If it's a 351, you're out. Cubic inches and that P&G tube don't lie, guys.
If you come up with the damn rule that says you can't have but what come in the car, you're messing up because there's a lot of different motors come in that car.
And then a lot of people take VIN numbers off and want to argue with you about 350s. They quit producing 350s in cars in the 70s.
We got to think about it.
But everybody will tell you, oh no they didn't. Oh yeah, they did. Just like a Monte Carlo SS did not have a 350, flat top 305, and I had people argue with me on that.
I come down one time, wanted to run a Malibu with a 4-speed. They said I couldn't run it, said Malibu didn't make a 4-speed.
They did.
They did make a 4-speed.
You're right.
But they wouldn't let me run it about 4 years ago.
Right. Oh, that was probably me. I'm sorry.
Whoever it was. I told you can't, man. They said, no, you can't run it. I said, listen, they come with a 4-speed. Malibu didn't come with a 4-speed. I said, you full of shit.
How are you gonna know where that motor sits at in that car whenever you put the steel mount, solid mount?
It come with it.
If you back,
But I still get the run.
Because it's touching the firewall.
firewall,
It's already touching the firewall stock if it's a metric car.
it's going to be held set timing with it.
You can't get the bolts out of the bell house.
That's why
That's
we're
what
running
we're talking
back.
about.
Okay, guys, listen up. Tonight we are going to do one thing different. The pace truck will be sitting on the track, and I want every class to pull out there and line up like you are here. Get out. If you need somebody to help you get in your car, that's fine. We're going to introduce you to what folks we got here, you know, because you need some recognition with your helmet on. You all look the same. And they need to see you.
It's better that way.
Yeah, they need to see you and know who you are.
Us fat boys have trouble getting in and out them Stinger cars, huh?
Ugly's ugly.
Yes, I do. Okay, the entry fees for next week. Late models $100. Modified, well, they don't care. Hobbies $50. Street stock $50. Bombers $40 and Stingers $40.
What do we pay?
Each night.
Late models $5,000 to win.
One time.
Hobby $1,200 to win. Street stock $1,000 to win. Bomber $750 and Stinger $500, and it's guaranteed. If it looks like this, still guaranteed. But I know it ain't gonna, guys.
$2 for Friday night and Saturday night?
No. One-time entry fee on your car.
35 laps.
The pit passes 2 days are $60. If you want to buy 1 day, they're $40 a piece.
50 lap.
I want you to buy the 2 day. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, how many cars are you going to try to run?
All of them.
22. And I promise you guys, somebody's going home. But there is a thing called provisionals. So you guys that have raced with me and worked with me, you're probably gonna race. Okay?
How many laps is the hobby?
There will be a B main on Saturday night, I'm sure in every class, because I'm telling you, the response we're getting on the phone, we're gonna have some cars, fellas. This is the 5th year we've done this race, and it's really starting to work out.
60 for both.
Everybody knows last year it was real big. This year it's probably gonna be just as big.
How many laps? How many laps?
You know,
How many laps is the hobby race?
when
150.
Oh, next week, 50 laps in every class except the Stingers and the Bombers. They're going to be 35. Green flag laps, fellas. Cautions won't count.
50 when he loaded.
We go. You better put your drink bottle in there.
Seth won't last that long. He'll be give out.
Late models, modifieds, and hobbies for sure are going to qualify. Maybe street stocks. It depends on time. But guys, I know it's a Friday. Some of you have to work.
What time to start?
What is the time?
Gates open at 4. And I'm telling you, at 4 o'clock, I want to see a line out to the road. I don't want everybody dragging in here at 6:30 because, boy, that just...
I'm going to come at 2.
I don't get off at 3.
Come on.
Oh, I don't got to work Friday.
Yeah, most folks don't work on Friday. I had people last night, listen.
Tell him this Friday.
Hey, I work 7 days a week, 2 jobs. I promise you.
That's the day after
Come go with me,
Thanksgiving.
I need help.
That's the day after Thanksgiving. You're supposed to get up at 4 and go
Listen.
shopping.
I had people last night now in Milton on a Friday night telling me, well, I can't be there on Friday. I got to work. And I'm going, you over here and that ain't even a holiday. You need a different job.
Say they can't be there Friday. They say you can't be there by, if he had to work at 5 o'clock or 4:30, that's
Well,
what they said.
It's pretty tough. Somebody roll in here on Saturday and somebody rolled in here on Friday night. They paid their money for everybody with them. They in here busting their butt to do what we asked. And if we run 20 cars and there's 26 and then the 27th rolls in Saturday, what should he get?
I mean, you gotta have a cutoff time. Don't get me wrong. Okay?
Right.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is,
Well,
I've run this track right here for 30-something years. I've been here for a long time. I mean, I ain't run the last 5 years here, but I've been here a long damn time. And I had to work at 5 o'clock on a midnight Saturday afternoon and just get here just in time to run.
right.
Cutoff time. So you gotta have a cutoff time, either 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that.
It's actually
Hey,
6:30.
Freddie Wayne knows. Don't you, Freddie
6
Wayne?
o'clock nowadays.
I've been here many a dang year.
Yeah, you know, everybody else starts at 7 o'clock. What do you think their cutoff time is, 6:30?
6
No.
o'clock.
Well, you say you guys gotta be here about at least 6 o'clock then.
next year's rule?
Yes. Yeah, next week is next year rules. So you hobby guys, if you want to swap your stuff out, do it.
Cut off is at 6. You're not here on the line by 6.
Hey, guys, you know, I know you guys work your butt off on your race car, and you don't make nothing.
No.
But what you do make is you get to play. And I would think on race day, you would be chomping at the bit to get here.
I'm ready now. Let's race.
Everybody is.
You know? Well, then let's start
I'm not
getting
making
here.
excuses, I'm just telling you what's
Let's start getting here. But the gates open at 4 Friday, and I'd sure like to see everybody, and I know I will. So, any more questions?
Places open Friday and Saturday. You still got your reserved parking.
Oh, hey, listen, everybody with a reserved parking spot. Tonight when you leave, if you want your sign, take it with you, because next week, it's going to be as you line up is where you're going to park, and you may not get to ride around and say, I want to park here. I'm probably going to have people parking you. When you roll in the gate, they're going to say, you're here, and the next guy will be right next to him, next guy will be next to him. Ooh. And you're going to be parking tight, so if you got buddies, I suggest you guys get in line together if you want to park together. Good luck.
We're coming Thursday.